Hello and welcome to Keno Good Vibes Only. I created this video because I thought it's a very important task for us to address misinformation all over the place, and this museum is perfect because it addresses and presents art and propaganda at the same time. I also visited this art museum because the architect who designed it is the same guy who designed the Louvre's glass pyramid. Here? Hä?
Ihre Sachen nicht vergessen.
Okay. Danke schon. So this video follows my vlog about East Side Gallery and Holocaust Memorial close to Ritz-Carlton where I stayed at. And right now, for some reason, my Uber driver left me in front of the opera. Right beside the opera is Humboldt University, and right in front of Humboldt University is where they did a lot of book burning. We're gonna visit the book burning memorial a little later after this, but this video is mostly for the German Historical Museum, and right in front of German Historical Museum is the memorial for the victims of war and dictatorship. Right after World War II, they interred the remains of an unknown soldier and the remains of a concentration camp victim in this memorial, and also soil from different battlefields all over the area. And a few steps from this memorial is the German Historical Museum. And right off the bat, you would already recognize Pei's architecture. It's very much similar to the Louvre's glass and metal pyramid. This is going to be a walking tour, so please feel free to hit the pause button if you want to look at an artwork more, or if you want to read whatever's on the screen. Thank you so much. After looking at the artworks around the museum and after reading the exhibits, I kind of found some parallels of what is happening then to what is happening now, especially with groups of people who kind of try to disseminate truth from falsehoods. Like, we do have a lot of journalists or media companies being under attack because they decided to tell the truth. What I learned from this art museum is that during the Nazi dictatorship, they kind of banned every single modern artist. It doesn't matter if the artist is not a Jew. Even if you're not a Jew, and if you are a modern painter like Nold, you 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 don't have a place in their art museums. Not that I want him to display his paintings, but I also learned from this art museum that he is actually a supporter of the Nazi dictatorship, which is kind of very weird for me because I love expressionism and I kind of like, I used to like him. I kind of like his style in paintings. I like it so much in high school that I recreated one of his paintings, The Last Supper. And for me to see him here in a bad light, it's kind of just gross. Whatever the Nazi dictatorship did to the art movement, they also did to literature, where you probably know this already and it's happening all over the world right now. Book burning. They burned books by Albert Einstein, by Hemingway, by any modern writer or poet. They burned books by scientists like Marie Curie, probably her husband too, Pierre Curie. It's just disgusting. And guess what? One of the book burning sites is like 2 minutes, is just a 2 minute walk from this art museum. It's right across the street beside the opera in front of the Humboldt University. And all of this is probably just orchestrated by the propaganda minister Goebbels, or do you say it Goebbels, Gables, whatever. If you know the propaganda minister, he is one of the guys who, did he commit suicide? Did he try to kill himself with Hitler? Because Hitler probably killed himself or not. There is a debate if the remains were real or whatever. But actually, the propaganda minister and his wife are kind of very sick in the head too, because I read somewhere that in the bunker, before they kind of try to kill themselves, they actually killed their kids first. They killed their own kids before committing suicide. How messed up is this? It's just mind-boggling. And whatever happened before is kind of happening right now. Like, dictators all over the place, they are covering their footsteps. They are trying to do some kind of a manipulation, misinformation campaigns. They have a lot of troll armies. They have they use a lot of trolls to kind of distort history. And I think we kind of need to be very vigilant and not be complacent every time we see something that is not true, because we don't really want another Nazi regime developing in any part of the world. So there is this gallery. I think this is the last gallery on the third floor, and the girl tried to stop me because she couldn't find the stickers. We have stickers for our shirt, or I don't know. It's like there you go. It's on my face. I can't believe she didn't look at my face. And going back to what we were talking about before, about misinformation, propaganda, historical distortion. If you see anything that resembles something like that. If you see people trying to ban books, if you see people trying to burn books, I think it's our job to speak up and do something, because that is kind of an infringement to our freedom of speech. I know everyone here in America is very sensitive to their freedom and privacy, but I don't get it. They get really scared when people ask them of some private information that can easily be pulled up by the government using their social security number or social media. They're also just kind of very scared of microchips or space lasers when anyone can trace them using the microchips in their cell phones by the IP address from the laptops that they are using, the IP address from the desktops, and it's just crazy. Anyway, back to the building, and I just love this kind of architecture. It's kind of too modern. It's kind of modern, but I love how this building is full of light. It might be harder to keep it warm or cold during summer and winter. They might need to use a lot more energy, but it's really pretty. Also, I think I have been talking way too much. So from here on, I'm just gonna shut up, and I hope you enjoy this walking tour. And thank you so much for watching my video. Please feel free to watch my other videos, and please don't forget to like and subscribe later, or now, to whatever you want. congratulations on making it all the way at the end of my video, and thank you so much for doing that, and I hope to see you in my next video.